Welcome to the Colon with the Boys podcast, where we bring you new content creators every single week. We are your hosts, Ascent and Nathan. This is episode 36, titled Reaction to Reactions. Today, our guest is Cory, aka MissildineOnline. He's a popular YouTube WoW streamer that also adds some variety of other games in his streams. We talk about reaction videos and why they are so popular, Warcraft, and then we also discuss Twitch streaming versus YouTube streaming. So sit back, relax, and open a cold one.
Yeah. I just wanna crack that door with that boys, yeah.
No more baby mamas, no more kids to watch, cause I got babysitters. Now it's time for licking, come on, give it to me, cause it's my escape. Now it's time to annihilate, let my troubles all die away. I'm on a diet, Please do not try this, cause do not invite it. I'm dripping and go call the Midas. This night I was excited, it got me reignited. I've been waiting so long I can't fight it, but now I'm Mike Tyson inside, I'm on fire. It ain't nothing like a true bro, brotherhood worth more than a huge blow. We're two hoes, two back.
We have Cory Missildine here, MissildineOnline, with us on the podcast, which I found you. Okay, so if people have been listening to the last few episodes, they'll know that I am a reaction video connoisseur. And so I found you through reaction videos, and that's probably unpopular amongst a lot of people, but I think you have great reaction videos. So we're going to break that down quite a bit. But so you've been doing reaction videos. I think your first one, or one of your first ones, was the BFA cinematic. Is that right?
I think the first one I did was to the Broken Shore scenario that happened back at the beginning of Legion.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
It's gone back that far. Okay.
But then I stopped and didn't make any more until BFA.
Well, that makes sense. So what, there's a lot of controversy, at least that I've been looking at, about reaction videos.
Why?
Just because, okay, so I don't agree with this. And even Cory on one of his videos, I don't remember which reaction video it was, at the beginning, you were like, I'm making this reaction video because I haven't seen it yet, and I want you guys to see the reaction, and it gets a lot of views, and you don't know why.
It was actually viewers asked me to do it. Like, people on my stream are like, can you do a reaction video to stuff? And I was like, really? You wanna see that? And they were like, please. Like, oh,
Please.
okay, I guess. Weirdos.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdos, dude.
Wow. I guess
Just
I'm one
saying.
of those weirdos.
Yeah, you are one of those
for sure.
weirdos.
I am. I really am. Even you know who H3 is, H3 podcast?
Oh yeah.
They even Ethan from H3 said that their most popular videos, actual YouTube videos, are reaction videos. And it's like a phenomenon of
What do
really
they
high
even
view
do?
videos.
What do they even do reaction videos over on H3?
I'm not sure because
They don't
I'm
do games,
mostly
do they?
I'm mostly their a podcast listener of theirs, but I'm not.
I think they just mostly react to other people's YouTube videos, like
Yeah,
something
cringe-worthy
like that.
videos,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, where the controversy actually comes in is some people say that it's like almost stealing content, in the sense of you're using someone else's content to react to it.
Oh my
I
god.
know. But like I said, I don't agree with that. But they say that you're stealing someone else's content and you're reacting to it. Like, what are your thoughts about that whole part of YouTube?
I mean, I actually don't disagree, really. I think that reaction videos are super lazy content. I really
Lazy
do.
for sure.
I think it's literally just you watching something and then you cut it and put it up, and it's the easiest thing you can possibly do. No work from the reactor actually went into that.
Well,
You know?
and this is the thing. Like I'm like a connoisseur. I love reaction videos, but when I find a good one, there is levels of how good it is, and you should be proud that you have really good reaction videos, even though you probably don't know it at all.
Yeah, well, thanks. But it's not because I worked at it. It's not because I did anything. I just watched something and I liked it. or didn't like it or whatever the case may be. But like, I didn't actually do anything, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's probably where the stealing part comes in, is people are like, well, you didn't actually do anything. It's like,
Right.
yeah, you're right. I didn't. Somebody else worked really hard. Actually, an entire team of people worked really hard to make this thing. But actually, it's funny that you say something, because the actual people who made the Blizzard cinematics in particular, they actually all watch reactions together. They tweeted to me, and they were all watching my reaction in one of their theaters that they have at Blizzard.
Wow.
That's
So,
awesome,
like,
dude.
That's
they love
awesome.
it. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I keep saying this over and over on the podcast, but I don't know what it is. But it's one of those things, like when I see something I really enjoy, being like the BFA cinematic, when I watch it and I'm like really hyped for the new expansion, and I really love the video. The next step after that is I show my friends, and then we talk about it. And then the next step is like, I got to go the next level and just watch a bunch of reaction videos. I don't know why, but I watch them, and some of them really disappoint me, and it's usually the ones that don't know anything about the lore, and they're doing the reaction video literally for the reaction video.
Right. It's the people that like don't even play the game. They're just like,
yeah, and they're doing it for the
Look
views.
yeah.
Yeah. And then
I've
yours
seen
came
my
in.
share. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No problem. And yours came in, and you were really knowledgeable. You even had like an analysis afterwards. And even during the actual reaction, you know, you would either say little things like, you know, oh, that's is that Varrock? Or, you know, like you would say little things like that where I'm like, okay, he recognizes the characters. All right, fuck yeah, let's keep going. So I appreciate a lot of little things like that.
I have a funny story about that. In one of mine, I was like, is that Vol'jin? And the comment section exploded, being like, you idiot, he's dead. And I'm like, I know. I was like, the way that they framed it, though, looked like they were about to make a big reveal. But
That's funny.
But it didn't. And I immediately, in the react, because I'm watching it live, I was like, is that Vol'jin? And as soon as that left my mouth, I said, no. But people still are like, you fucking idiot. I'm like, what are you? What? Internet, chill.
Yeah. Twitch chat for you, by the way.
I actually did catch that, because when you said, is that Vol'jin, I was like, wait, he's dead. What are you talking about? And then your facial reaction should have given away that you're like, no, that's no. What was I? No, that's not Vol'jin. So yeah, that was really funny though. I didn't look at the comments, but I'm positive. Yeah, there was some in there that were like, Vol'jin's dead, you idiot.
That's the entire comment section. Cool. Glad you guys caught that part of the video.
Yeah, the best part of every video, right, in the comment section.
Oh, so fun.
All right. Yeah, so I've been watching, like, after I saw that first one, I think the first one I saw of yours was the Warbringer Jaina. And then after that, obviously I went on a
tangent
watching spree.
Yeah,
of all
probably
your
sat there for
reaction
10
videos.
hours.
And dude, don't like think this is creepy or anything. I don't mean to be creepy, but I probably watched your reaction video like over 10 times.
That's creepy, dude.
That's pretty creepy.
It's not creepy. Listen, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for inviting me to the podcast.
I know where you live, dude.
I've watched you 10 times. I don't think that's creepy. I think I actually, people watch stuff repeatedly a lot.
Yeah,
I watch the same stuff over and over. Like I'll watch Heroes of the Storm videos, like actual like tournament stuff. I'll watch those like 12 times. I don't know why. It's just my TV for the evening.
Yeah,
so
I mean, for sure. Yeah.
And also that Jaina cinematic is beautiful.
It really is. Yeah.
Oh my god, so
it was my favorite for sure. Out of the three that came out, the Jaina one was definitely my favorite.
Yeah, mine too.
I agree.
I like ballads, so like that. The whole video was a ballad basically, and it just kind of got me hyped up. You know, you have that like inner fire starting to burn. You're like, yeah, let's go fuck some shit up.
Oh yeah. Especially as an Alliance main, I'm like, yeah,
absolutely. Like I had, obviously, I thought the Jaina one was also the best, but I was a little biased toward the Ashara one because I play a Night Elf. Night Elves are my favorite part of the lore.
Nice.
So I was kind of biased towards that one, but I still think Jaina won out on the Warbringers.
The Ajara one was good. Sylvanas was definitely I love them all, but that one was definitely my, like, I guess, least favorite out of the three. But in the context of it, it was really good.
Yeah, especially at the time it came out. And, at that time when Sylvanas came out, everyone was so outraged about Sylvanas' story. And I feel with the Old Soldier cinematic that came out and just kind of how the storyline has progressed at this point, that it all kind of makes sense. I'm still hoping for more, and I have heard a few whisperings from people on what may be coming, but hopefully they do some big reveal soon with that storyline.
I don't think there's gonna be one, dude. I think she's just a bad bitch, and she went down that alley, dude.
I don't know. I like both. I think you're right. I think, personally, for me, I think what would be really cool is if somehow the story delves into, like, us being put in the type of situation where we have to not be honorable to survive, and Sylvanas is the one to do it, and we're all like, "Oh, this was awful," but I get it.
Yeah. Though I don't know why it would be towards each other, like the Alliance versus Horde.
I think it would have to be something like we're fighting, something happens, and instead of everybody being wiped out, maybe she does something that's like, okay, even though I would rather the Alliance get wiped out, if they do, we all do. So no. And does something super cool to stop it. I don't know.
I just hope she knows something that no one else does, and that's why she's doing it. That would be best case scenario for me.
I also like the idea, though, of her just being like, you know what? This is war.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I like that idea.
With the whole Azerite coming out of nowhere and all these things that we're starting to see now with Old God corruption, it makes the most sense for them to, come together again.
Right.
The Horde and the Alliance. So it honestly, makes them weaker because they had to come together to defeat Sargeras. So now that they're split up, it just makes them easier targets. But who knows? Who knows what will happen in the future? But as far as BFA so far, and I don't know if you've looked at like 8.1 patch notes or anything like that, as far as gameplay goes, how do you feel about it so far?
I'm actually loving BFA, which is I'm probably in the minority, I guess, right now, from other creators that I've seen. But I'm loving it. I think it's Legion with a fresh coat of paint, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I liked Legion's gameplay loop. I think 8.1 is bringing in a lot of stuff too that I'm pretty excited about. But so far, I actually think that Old Year is one of the strongest launch of an expansion raids that they've ever done.
I agree.
I think the fights are fantastic. They're unique. Like, most of them are really unique, which is great. I'm loving it. It's difficult, as we saw in the Mythic race. I'm loving it. I think the Azerite system sucks, but that's not. I don't play the game for Azerite gear.
Right.
Yeah, that would be my biggest, criticism of the expansion so far is just the Azerite pieces and the randomness of them. I mean, Nathan has been trying to get the right traits since we started raiding first week, and it's just one of those things that you just have to pray to the RNG gods that you get it. And
let's not go down this rabbit hole, because we'll spend the next 30 minutes of me bitching and whining, and this will turn into a very I don't even know what you want to call it, but it would be bad.
Well, I'm here to be I love it. You're wrong.
I mean, don't get me wrong. So far, this expansion has been good. The leveling experience was a little meh compared to some of them. I still had fun doing it, but I felt like you had to do a specific ordering of things. Like, there was, you go here, as soon as you're done with this, you go here, as soon as you're done with it, you go here. And
you're saying it made it a lot more linear.
Yeah, it was very linear. Even though you could go to whichever zone you wanted to out of the three, it was still super linear. Like, there was a direct path of where you were supposed to be going. And like if you didn't try and go off the beaten path and do some of the side quests, you would finish the 3 main storylines. You could have finished those in probably 5-6 hours if you just went straight through the zone, and you would have ended up at like a level 105, and then you would have had to backtrack and, you know, do all the side quests and shit. So I don't really like how it went so linear for the main storyline, but I don't know how they could have changed that. I don't know. That's a real nitpicky shithead idea of me, but
well, it's a weird situation too, because I personally I kind of like the linear aspect because I feel like it allows them to tell a more cohesive story as it goes through. My issue was actually with the side quest because they all felt like we're just introducing you to World Quest, you know, like all of these will be World Quest later. And I was right.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of the same idea. I think we're on the same page. Whereas, you know, I don't mind it being linear. Maybe it's because the storyline was so short and you could just, you know, wiggle your way straight through it. And then all you were left to do was just these random ass side quests. Like they should have found a way to mesh it, tie it all together somehow. But I don't know. I'm ready. I think they need to do away with the Titan Forge and Warforging system. Because I don't know. I don't like the fact that some people have gotten so lucky in the last 3 weeks that they're 10 item levels above me, and they're outperforming me solely because their gear is so much better than mine, and it makes me just angry. We should get off this topic. I'm gonna
I was gonna say it's actually
depressed.
because I agree. Like the luck factor kicks in, and then people are, you know,
the luck factor.
They're at like 390, and you're like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
But at the same time, it feels really good to get a Titan Forge piece.
It does. I'll agree to that.
And I like that feeling more. I think 'cause I don't really care if somebody else is, as long as I'm doing well and I can contribute to the stuff I'm doing. Okay, you know, it doesn't feel as good to see other people doing it just because they got a lucky Titan Forge. But like,
so
also,
do you DPS or what do you play? Oh, okay, so
a little bit
about yeah, it's a little different. There's not much competitiveness, you know, in the tanking role. Like whenever you're a DPS, you're constantly looking at those charts on the side of your screen while you're doing a raid boss. You're like, fuck.
Hey, I compete with my other tank all the time.
Okay, true. It's true.
I look at my damage done. I look at logs after to see my damage done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to play Ret all the time, and I'll look at logs. I'm like, all right, I got a 97 parse. What'd you get? It's like 96, and I'm like, yeah, for damage done for tanks. I'm like, I don't even care. A 96, 97 parse. I'm all good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I think, you know, how long have you been playing WoW?
Since 2005.
Me too.
Oh, so you've been around for a while.
So yeah. Okay, so what I think they should do is I don't necessarily think they should get rid of Warforging and Titan Forging, but they should bring back some kind of currency system like they had justice points in not Warlords. Wrath. So in Wrath, like, you know, you should be able to go through a dungeon, and even if you don't get any loot from either a dungeon or raid, you still get this currency, and eventually you'll be able to buy a piece, even if you get unlucky with Titan Forges and Warforges. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that. I don't know if you remember, there was so much backlash for that too, though.
There was.
Like people were so mad. They're like, "Oh, welfare pieces," is what people were saying at the time, which they're still saying now because
we have so many welfare pieces right now.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? 2 weeks ago, you did 4 mythic dungeons. They gave you a free heroic piece. I was like, cool. This week you did 5 time walking dungeons and you got a normal raid piece. Cool. Did I get any Titan Forges out of there? No. Did everybody else? Yeah. Did they get Azurite traits? Yeah. Have I gotten any? No. Have my Mythic Plus fucking chest dropped any Azurite pieces? No. But what have I got?
But
Shit.
the day will come when you do get those, and it will be the best day because you had to struggle through it so hard.
Yeah, I mean, I can. So Nathan hates my girlfriend. She plays WoW with me, and she gets all the Titan Forges. Like, She's like
Everything.
almost 370 eye level, and we haven't
everything.
we're like 3 bosses into heroic, and she's like almost 370 eye level because of it.
That's crazy. Okay.
We're like,
fucking
oh,
wild.
come on. What the hell? It's
But
not
like, she's
even
got to
fair.
feel really good.
Oh, she does, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she's like, you need to get some more gear scrub. I'm like, look here, bitch. Like, we're about to fucking throw down, like, right now. Like, square up.
Well, she is
Square
right.
up.
You know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
need
I
more
guess.
gear, Nathan.
Dude, I fucking grind so much. Like, literally had to tell myself today. I was actually talking to a son while I was at work. And I'm more... I don't know how to put this. I'm more of a hardcore, semi-casual... I don't know what you would call me. Because I'm not casual, but I'm not, like, hardcore cutting edge anymore. But I still have that part of me that I want to, you know,
Do well.
raid 2-3 nights a week. I want to, you know, slam my head into the hardest content possible and just keep going and going and going until you progress through it.
Mhm.
And somehow I got looped into this raid team where I'm leading and I'm doing casual progression. And we agreed to do one night a week,
Yeah.
and it's on, you know, Wednesday night. And like we fill up our Wednesday night raid, we get a little farther. I'm like, all right, guys, we'll continue here on Saturday. Everybody's like, we're not gonna be there. I'm like, fuck. And it just kills me because then the rest of the week, you know, I'm raring to go. I'm wanting to do something, and everybody's off piddling. So
Piddling.
I had to pretty much tell myself, like, I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna do my, you know, 4 world quests for the day. I'm gonna raid on Wednesdays. I'm gonna do a Mythic Plus key, you know, once a week, and then I'm getting off a WoW because I'm literally just sitting there staring at my screen. Even today, I came home, stared at my screen. It's like I'm ready to go raid, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna raid till next Wednesday, so fuck.
Well,
I also definitely I'm the type of person. I've taken so many breaks from WoW over the years, but I'm the type of person that's like, if you are starting to feel like, there's nothing really for me to do, just don't do it. Don't try to milk it. Just for me, it's like I'm just gonna go play something else. Like the minute I feel bored, I'm like, okay, switching games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. I geared up my hunter. That's my main, and then now I'm gearing up a tank. And then now I'm kind of like, well, I don't really want to level another alt, so I log on and do my stuff every day, and then I raid. And then when I'm not doing that, you know, we do the podcast and editing, and there's other things to do, you know. So definitely, I don't want to go through content too fast because then I will become one of those people that's like,
there's nothing to do.
yeah, like destroying the game on Reddit or something, you know, one of those people. So,
which is, there's so much. I'm always overwhelmed because I have so much to do and I can never do it. Because I actually only play WoW now when I'm streaming.
okay.
So there's just nothing for me to. There's just not enough time. I can't do my Island Exhibition cap and then my Mythic Pluses and then raid, and then also I'm trying to get a horde to 120 to finish their war campaign, and like,
right,
you know, I'm still not even done with my horde's war campaign or questing. Like I'm still like, I still got stuff to do. Yeah. My guilds, I started a guild when I started streaming, and we had a raid team, had a falling out. That raid team left. Now I have a new raid team that I'm trying to like train back into. You know, a lot of them have either never raided before or whatever. So proud to say we're 6 out of 8 normal. Kicking butt. But it's definitely, I totally get the casual hardcore aspect, because I'm like, I feel like I'm ready. Like I want to do mythics. I want to do mythic raiding. We're just not there yet as a group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's almost more important to me right now to get a group ready. And hopefully this one doesn't fall apart.
Yeah. And, you know, especially with this whole, you know, the method, how they streamed their whole progression in Mythic. I think that was great for WoW, and it hyped me the hell up, because that's the one thing in WoW I've never really tried to do is Mythic raiding. I've usually do AOTC, you know, get through heroic, and then I stop raiding, usually pay attention to like PvP or RP. You know, I get through that, but now with Method showing their Mythic progression, I'm like, man, I want to do that. It hyped me up. And so now we're thinking about actually putting a mythic rating team together. So hopefully we can get that going. But it just, I don't know. I think they should do that more. I think more teams should be streaming their mythic progression.
I think this opened the floodgates for that. I think we're going to be seeing that now.
I think so as well. Yeah.
Which is great. So. I mean, 150,000 people were watching SCO alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's wild.
Yeah. I actually, my tank is a brewmaster because of SCO. I was like, oh, brewmaster is like, I guess, the thing to progress with because of the stagger. Yeah. So
that damn stagger.
So good.
Yeah.
So
don't
good.
try progressing on a protection paladin.
They're so gear dependent.
Oh my God. We get hit and it's like, ow. Is that my health? Is it gone?
Protection paladins were okay when you had the 4-set bonus from Argus the last couple tiers, but I don't know, like the whole Azerite system to me right now is just so jank because I don't know if you follow MMO Champion and watch the nerfs and stuff that come out, but rogues have been getting hit in the head with a bat like every week for the last 4 weeks. And so I feel like I'm slowly just being pounded into the ground with a shovel every week, and it's just kind of starting to get depressing. I saw a meme. It was like a box of cereal, and it said "oop" like "uh-ohs" or something like that, and it was all the rogue Azerite trait piece like little things being dumped into a bowl. It's literally what it is. And I don't know. Maybe it's because it's been a thing in WoW for so long, having set bonuses, you know, the tier sets. You know, you went into raid, you went in to get your 4-set. As soon as you got your 4-set, you know, you got a big increase in damage or healing or, you know, survivability, whatever it was. And, you know, you felt good. You know, you got that piece, then, you know, you needed to get a weapon. And once you got a weapon, you're fucking good to go. Now you got to keep grinding these Azerite traits. Well, I got to where I had 3 of my best in slot pieces. I got my 3 shredded suffocation traits. I was fucking rolling. My damage was going crazy. As soon as I got those, Tuesday came around, bam, 60% nerf. I was like, oh, all right, here we go. And now I've got to start all over, you know? So I don't know. I think these are things that Blizzard should have fixed in alpha or even beta. Like, we shouldn't be seeing 500% increased damage to traits or, you know, 40 to 60% nerfs to others. Those are beta.
Yeah, I'm not sure
nerfs.
What happened with their traits. They just don't feel like they were tuned around what the
they
live
didn't do their
be.
homework or something.
I mean, I'm sure they did. It's just for whatever reason something must have happened where either like people weren't testing the traits in the right environment or on a mass scale or something. And because I don't, as a protection paladin, I feel like I don't even have any traits that are worth getting. Like I'm like, I don't even care. I don't need anything.
Yeah.
I still don't have any, a single piece of Azerite gear from Old Year.
Yeah, I just got my first one on Wednesday.
Oh, jeez. That archive, I think it's the archive of the Titans and whatnot. Like that's the best that I can get.
It's huge, yeah.
But I don't have it.
Welcome to the party, dude.
One of these days, laser matrix, please.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I can't complain. I have archive and laser.
Yeah, shut up.
Oh, that explains your DPS the other night.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah, right now in our raid team, the top 2 DPS are 2 survival hunters.
And that's because they have crazy traits and trinkets. Like, hello?
Yeah, well.
Wait, no. They have their best in slot traits, best in slot trinkets, and you both have what, 370, 375 weapons?
I have a 370 weapon, yeah.
Yeah, eat my ass, dude.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty real nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to segue us off of WoW before it gets even more depressing.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to get super toxic here pretty quick.
Yeah. You and your
like the rest of the WoW community right now. It's cool. You can join Breach and Bellular and all that.
I'm already there, dude.
I love how 10 minutes ago you were like, yeah, let's not talk about traits before I go off on it.
You brought us down this road,
You get
dude.
right back to it.
You better take us off of it.
All right. So one thing I found really interesting is that you're actually the first YouTube streamer we have. Most of the streamers we've had on, there's a few from Mixer, and there's a few. Obviously, most of them are on Twitch. And I know you go back and forth, or you actually dual stream both on Twitch and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So Nathan was actually asking me this earlier, and I thought I had an answer, but I'm not 100% sure, and I'm sure you can fill me in. So is there some kind of rule for dual streaming like that on Twitch and YouTube?
So on Twitch, you can't actually accept affiliate or partner or anything like that and still stream on the other thing.
Gotcha. Okay,
but if you don't accept that contract, you don't have, because I don't have affiliate on Twitch. You're allowed to stream on both, no problem. YouTube doesn't have any exclusivity at all. They allow you to do whatever you want. Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah. They also just have different rules for their partnerships anyways. Their partnership is pretty open to a lot of people. So, whereas Twitch is insane.
Yeah.
I actually, this will be the first time I'm talking about it, but Twitch actually just offered me a partnership.
And that explains a few things I was going to ask soon. But go ahead.
Well, they offered it to me, but I have no idea if I'm going to take it or should take it or anything. It's really kind of a stressful situation.
It comes down to a business standpoint, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And, this is another thing I was going to ask is I went through your YouTube channel and I saw a lot of videos back from like 6 years ago. And you used to do a lot of like playthroughs on games. You even did vlogging at one point. Do you I actually didn't check if you had anything like recent. Do you only stream now, or do you still make YouTube videos?
I still make
than
videos.
Reactions.
Yeah, I still make videos. I'm actually starting a new series on Monday. Yeah, I still try to keep up with videos. It's really hard to do. I actually have on my Patreon, I have producers, which give a ridiculous amount of money every month, but for their contributions, they're supposed to get a producer video, which I am just awful at getting out. But I do. That's one of their perks, is they get a video. We talk about some different ideas that I have, and they're like, oh yeah, I like that one or whatever, and I'll try to do it. The last one I did, just to let you know how long ago it was the top 10 things I'm looking forward to in BFA.
So it's been a fat minute.
Yeah, it's been a 5 minute. So I think, like, I mean, obviously I'm not like driving where you want to go, but with you still making YouTube videos, it's probably your best bet to stay with YouTube, just because it, every time you get a sub, which for Twitch people, that's a follow. For YouTube, it's called a subscription. But every time you get one of those, not only are they subscribing to your stream, but they're also subscribing to your videos as well, which must be a nice, like, two birds with one stone situation.
You would, because I would think the same thing, but it's kind of strange. I think what ends up happening is people will see that I'm uploading videos that they might not be interested in, so they'll actually either just not watch, which gives me an inflated subscriber number, or they'll just unsubscribe because they see stuff that they don't want to watch. Like say, so I'm streaming, I just streamed Spider-Man, just streamed the whole game, beat it, platinumed it, whatever. I had people that only came to my Spider-Man stream. They subscribed, they watched every stream, they loved it. They don't watch anything anymore because I'm not playing Spider-Man, but they're still subscribed. Right. So it's like, it's actually not really helping me. It's a really strange situation actually on YouTube with that.
Yeah. And this is like my complaint with YouTube streaming is their UI is so weird for me on knowing when you're live, that like half the time I'm on YouTube and I'm just watching videos or whatever, and there probably is some way to notify, like a notification letting me know you're
notify
live.
You on your smartphone.
Yeah,
like so the people that I have followed or I'm subscribed to, like if they live stream, I get a pop-up on my smartphone that they've gone live, just like I do with Twitch.
There's also the bell icon when you subscribe, which is, YouTube's got a lot of memes about this now, because you have to subscribe, but then you also have to click the bell. And then once you click the bell, you have to select how many notifications you actually want. Do you want some? Do you want all? Do you want none? Like, thanks, YouTube.
Right.
If the person subscribes, they probably want to see. Anyways, so yeah, you have to like go through. So you might not have the bell checked, or like, there's also a thing on YouTube if you're just like sitting and watching videos. If you go to the homepage and you're just sitting there, whoever you're subscribed to will actually show up in your subscription box on the left-hand side with a red dot next to their name, which will show that they're currently live.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's the only way I've kind of found it. Like, it's just, I guess the UI for YouTube is difficult for me comparatively to Twitch, where it's just so easy on Twitch to see like what you're playing, and
right,
you know, all of that information is kind of all there for you. I don't know, man. Like, I prefer watching streaming on Twitch, but I mean, I guess it's not that advantageous to YouTube, like make videos and stream on YouTube. It doesn't seem, from what you're saying. So I don't know. That's going to be a hard decision.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Now,
I'm the one having to make the fucking decision. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Now, like, is there, like, let's say, just a hypothetical, let's say you took the Twitch partnership, do they have standards that you have to keep up to stay a partner?
I don't know about staying a partner, but I know that there's definitely some community guidelines and rules and stuff like that. You have to sign a contract, and you know, if at any point you break anything that's in there, even if it could be something as simple as saying that another streamer is a bad streamer, like you can get kicked out of their partner program for that.
Oh wow.
Which, I mean, you shouldn't really be saying that on stream anyways.
Right,
It's probably not a good idea anyway, but yeah. Wow. Yeah, so
but nothing, no numbers. You don't have to like maintain a certain amount of numbers or anything like that.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
What about, you know, like your community that you've built on YouTube that watches you every time you stream? Do you think they'd be open to switching to Twitch, or are there like Twitch haters in your chat?
There's definitely Twitch haters. I think that people, there's definitely is. I think a lot of people don't like the Twitch culture, the idea of Twitch culture, which is, you know, emote spam and edgy.
Monka S and Kappa.
Yeah. You know, people are very like, they see that and they just see people spamming streams. But what I've tried to tell them is, I'm like, those are usually big streams. Like, you know,
right.
I only see those on like huge thousands of people watching streams. I never see those on, you know, me or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, most of the time it's, you know, your community, or just everyone's just chatting with, just like the YouTube stream. I mean,
they're just in a different spot. I think that the profile pictures that are on YouTube when you chat, I actually think though that those, for whatever reason, actually hold people to they can't be as anonymous because they have a profile picture. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that
on
is
YouTube.
Yeah, because you know, when I chat in Cory's stream, it shows our APM logo next to the APM network. So yeah, I definitely get that. It's kind of, it's almost like accountability of not being a jackass.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously it happens. It's going to happen anywhere. It's the internet, but it seems like a lesser degree. But yeah, people, I've kind of like tried to like pick people's brains, and I think if I was to go, some people would follow, most wouldn't.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, I think though that, and this is where I'm battling, is Twitch is for streaming. You know, I have people come into my YouTube chat all the time and they're like, why aren't you on Twitch? Or why don't you stream on Twitch? And I'm like, I do stream on Twitch. Why aren't you watching on Twitch? Because that's, you know, how did you find me in the first place then?
Right.
Or like people will, you know, oh, I didn't know that YouTube has streaming. You know, so it's just like Twitch is, I think the ceiling for Twitch is way higher than on YouTube.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know,
there's a much bigger pool to pull from too.
Yeah. Now, for me, I went, you know, the scenic route where I saw your reaction videos, and from there I went to Twitch and I was like, oh, this guy's a streamer. And I guess it wasn't clear enough to me or something, but I was like, oh, he's a streamer, must be Twitch. That's immediately what I thought. So I go there and, you know, I see your channel. I'm like, okay, he's a Twitch streamer. I follow. And then you start streaming. I see the notification. I go to the stream and I'm like, awesome. I'm going to sub to this guy. And then I'm looking up and I'm like, wait, where's the sub button? Like, I was so confused.
I remember you coming in.
Yeah.
I remember you coming into the Twitch chat and being like, where's your sub button?
Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, wait a second, this guy has like he's like he has so many views on YouTube, like surely he's an affiliate. And so I was just kind of sitting there like, Jesus, like I want to sub, and then you were talking to people that I didn't see, and I thought my chat was fucking up.
Yeah, that happens to a lot of people. I'm willing to bet that I've made people waste like 15 minutes figuring out why their Twitch wasn't working. Because, you know, so many people will just lurk, and I feel bad because they're like, wow, who's he talking to? Why is my Twitch chat not working? They're like opening support on Twitch to be like, hello, my Twitch chat isn't working.
Yeah, so then I asked in chat, and you told me, oh, I'm streaming on YouTube. And I was like, oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay, this makes sense.
Thank you for sponsoring, by the way.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. So yeah, I went there, but yeah, man. Like, have you ever looked into? I know this is unpopular, but apparently it's, you know, I went to PAX West and they had this huge booth and they were really pushing about Facebook gaming. Have you ever looked into that?
Yeah, I've heard, yeah. No, I'm good.
He said I'm good.
No, I'm good. Yeah,
I'm good. I mean, Facebook is.
They're trying because they had apparently. Man, I think I want to say it was 2 Chainz.
What?
They like had Facebook had a after party after one of the nights for PAX, and they like had celebrities to try to pull people in.
I believe it.
So they're definitely doing their marketing to try to get people to get into Facebook gaming, but it's just not happening.
I've seen
it's not going to happen.
Panzer Trade Chat. She went over to Facebook gaming. She's there now. And Jesse Cox will sometimes stream there. But, you know, every so often I'll check just because I'm curious what their numbers are there and how they're doing. Because I remember when Trade Chat was on YouTube, she was getting hundreds, probably 6 to 1,000 people watching.
Yeah. Right.
And now on Facebook gaming, when I was there, I thought I saw like 50 something people.
Ouch.
Which I don't know what Facebook's monetization's like. I mean, that might be enough because that's her full-time job. That might be enough for her to, she might have the best community ever there, and it might actually be better than the 1,000 people watching on, because it's not all about numbers. So, you know, it could, but as far as I can, from an outside looking in, it's like, no. And then Facebook keeps having all these issues. Like, I think it was just yesterday or today. I think it was today. Facebook got, I don't know if you guys heard about it. Facebook got hacked, like 50 million accounts or something were open.
Oh shit.
Wow.
I gotta check my Facebook.
Yeah, it's the BBC just did like a security thing. As far as I know, it looks like the EU was affected, but they don't know.
Yeah. And what about Mixer? Have you looked into that at all? No. Like,
well, I've kind of looked into Mixer. I think Mixer is more for Xbox players.
I agree. It is Microsoft.
Yeah.
You know, we had a different streamer on that was talking about Mixer a few episodes ago, and I remember him saying something like they're putting their money into really like pampering the streamer. So when you go to an event that had like Mixers at, they pay for your transportation. They have like Mixer, like special Mixer, like gear. I know Twitch does this as well, and YouTube probably does. Like, you get gear for being partner, but they just do a lot of perks for their streamers. So it's interesting. But yeah, mostly what I see on there is console gaming, and I think that's probably
it's built directly into the Xbox. Like, the Mixer app is directly there. So like, you can be playing a game and it'll show up and be like, hey, you were playing this game. Check out this streamer who was also playing it. So it's just like built in way more, you know, like, I don't know how successful a World of Warcraft or a Sony game would be on, you know, something like Mixer.
Right.
But I also think when you're talking about like oh, Twitch offered partnership, you're probably not going to be like, well, what about Mixer? You know?
Yeah.
Just because of the way
exactly.
that Twitch is perceived, I think.
Yeah. You play a Sony exclusive game on Mixer and they funnel viewers away from you. They're like,
Right, they like shut it down. Like copyright, okay? I'm like, no, I'm allowed. They're like, no, you're not. Bye.
Not anymore.
Nope,
Sorry.
not allowed. Spider-Man called. Can't do it.
Yeah, that's another thing. Does YouTube have anything like Twitch Prime?
No,
Oh,
not like that free. No,
that must be a nice thought towards Twitch.
Twitch Prime, the gifting of subs.
Oh yeah, that's
what
huge
they
right
just
now.
the thing they just added.
It's also just such a cool thing for a community, I think.
Yeah.
To be able to be like, oh, I notice, to be a viewer that constantly watches somebody and to be like, oh, you know what? I always see this other person that's in the chat all the time, but they're for whatever reason haven't done it. Here, let me just give them one so that they can get those perks too. Like, I think that's awesome. It just makes everybody, it's just cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of people like people that constantly go to your stream love to do that for you, that's a way for them to give back. And like, speaking of, we're on the APM network, Actions Per Minute network, and one of our streamers, Kid Cisco, the other day, actually, someone came into his channel and gifted 100 subs.
Wow.
That's fucking wild.
And what they just came out with I think it was this month or maybe last month, where if you gift a sub, that person can resub the next month after for just $1, but you still get the full amount.
Yep, the streamer still gets the full amount. That's crazy. That was
awesome.
September.
That's 100 people that could potentially for $1 come back, and that's just amazing.
Yeah, that's huge and like so good for a streamer.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
I mean, they do it this time of year too because streams slow down so hard.
Yeah,
it's school.
Is that why? Because everybody's going back to school?
Oh God, I hope so.
I mean, during the summer, I'm sure I haven't looked directly to see numbers and compare numbers, but during the summer, I'm guessing you probably get a lot more viewers in general.
Yeah. Well, it was tough because most of the summer we didn't have any new content. So
yeah,
and somebody that mostly streams WoW, no new content means nobody's really interested. But once BFA came, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So is that what you do? You mainly stream World of Warcraft?
Yeah, I stream World of Warcraft in the morning. Every morning, I do a thing called Good Morning Azeroth.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
that.
really creative. So I started doing that. It was actually supposed to be more talk showy, like talking about news and stuff like that. But then I tried that out like when I first started and found that doing that for 4 hours you just can't. You're done in like a half an hour and you're like, okay, now what? So now I just kind of play the game and talk about stuff as we go.
Yeah.
And then I'm a WoW streamer who plays variety games.
There you go.
Yeah. I've a few times, like you said, Spider-Man. I watched you play Final Fantasy the other day. I think one of them.
Yeah, I just beat it. I just beat one today.
Oh, you did.
Nice.
There you go. Well, neither of us are Final Fantasy fans, but we'll just shove that one under the rug.
Bunch of WoW nerds.
Pretty much, dude.
Pretty much.
It's kind of sad. Like, it's the only game I play.
Oh, I would not be able to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I definitely play a lot of games, but WoW is definitely my main thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's the best streaming game, far and away.
Yeah, I mean, you can always you can interact with chat so much.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, when it has its lulls, it definitely drops off. But hopefully that picks up again with the next patch.
Yeah, it should. I mean, I don't know. There's still quite a bit to do.
Yeah, I think the new patch is going to see a lot of people that are hesitant about it or maybe stopped playing. They're going to come back and check it out. And if Blizzard does it right, which it looks like they're trying to, we'll be seeing a lot of people staying, I think.
I hope so.
I actually really like when Blizzard screws up, to be honest with you, because they always come back better. Like WoD was trash for the most part.
God,
it was. Yeah.
And then Legion was amazing.
Yeah.
So
And then BFA has trait. No, I'm just kidding.
And then BFA has right traits.
Fucking has right pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, I wanted to say this earlier, and I don't mean to shit talk anybody, but trade chat reaction videos, gotta look at Missildyne. Gotta take some pointers.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never noticed anything. I plead the fifth.
Do you? Okay, so do you watch
the
any
fifth.
reaction videos at all?
Nope. I watched. I had a friend. Dina plays. Have you seen Dina?
Wait a second.
Blonde girl.
I think
English.
Is she the one that did the Shara video?
Yeah, she cried with a jar.
so. Yes. Oh my! I was
Yeah.
just about to bring her up.
Yeah.
That fucking video made me laugh so hard, dude.
Me too. She is so nice. She's so nice. She's great. Yeah, her reaction videos I enjoy. She's the only reaction videos that I've ever seen.
Like I watched a few of hers, and you know she was pretty good. But her Ashara one, man, she went crazy for Enzoth, and I don't know what it is. As soon as she started talking, she just went ballistic. I was like, holy crap!
Everyone's got a kink, you know.
Yeah, I guess so. You know,
Summer monster squid things. That's cool. You know, hentai's a
No
thing.
judging.
It is. It is.
Very good.
I love, that's actually one video where I did look at the comments, and someone said like, "Dina plays Herald of Enzoth." That's her title.
I speaking of, I don't want to bash anybody, but speaking of the person that you mentioned before, I watched one of their reaction videos once where they were at BlizzCon, and they had attended the opening ceremony, went to their hotel room, and then reacted to the opening ceremony.
What?
As if they hadn't seen it before.
That's so weird.
And it was really weird to watch because it was very obvious, at least I thought so, that you had just watched this.
Yeah.
Like you literally just watched it live. Sitting in a seat.
Yeah, as a connoisseur.
Oh my god, here we go.
That really, really grinds my gears.
As a weirdo, I think you
As a fucking weirdo, dude. That's him for sure. Jeez.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was very I also I don't have any beef with that person whatsoever, but they were really mean to me once, and I kind of just was like, okay, never mind.
Wow.
Yeah, you know how there's rating on YouTube and Twitch and whatnot, and you like send all your viewers somewhere. So I did that. It was a really big stream of mine. I had like almost 300 people, and she had like maybe like 400 or something. Normally, I never rate up, but
right.
I kind of wanted to establish a connection and whatnot because I was like, oh, this is cool, and you know, I've watched her previously in the past, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna rate her, and my thing is #DropTheMissile. So you know, I sent my viewers there, and we #DropTheMissile, and she flipped out, like got so mad. She's like, I don't know if this is a sex thing, and like she's like, can somebody just get rid of these? And like she's like, wait, I was having a good stream, way to ruin it, and like all this other stuff, and I'm like, what? And then she's like, I don't know what this is, I don't know. And then I was like, oh, this is because she had just started streaming on YouTube because she got kicked off of Twitch, and I was like, I went to go to explain to her what it was, and she was like, can you stop mansplaining? And I'm like, I wasn't. I wasn't doing that.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, all of my viewers that rated were like, what the fuck? And they all came back to my Discord to be like, let's not do that again. And I was like, yeah, that was horrible. It was embarrassing.
Stop mansplaining, dude.
It was mean. It was so mean.
Oh my god.
Blew my mind. And I won't. I think there's a lot of reasons why she reacted that way, and I don't really hold her, but I'm just not interested in establishing a connection anymore. That's for sure. But like, you know, I think there's a lot of things that go. If some dude is coming into your chat and making his viewers type "drop the missile" and you're a woman, I kind of get the idea that it could maybe be interpret it. Like, I get it, but like, damn, girl.
Yeah,
Damn,
for
girl.
real.
Like, you gotta get it at some point. You're getting a raid.
Yeah, or at least just be like, oh, I'm not entirely sure what this is, but like, thanks, guys. Hey, mods, if they start being assholes, kick them out. Like something, just
Right.
make it like behave. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. No hard feelings. I don't really care. But
Right.
it just was one of those things where I was like, I won't do that again.
You should
Burn your
raid her
fingers.
again with hashtag whip out the missile.
No. I don't need my cops knocking at the door again. Too much.
Oh,
That's
man.
awesome.
All right, Cory. Well, we have almost done an hour, so I'm going to go into our random question of the day segment to kind of close things out. And my question is really simple. Why did you pick a space goat?
Damn, dude, come at him like that.
Okay.
Draenei, sorry. Draenei.
All right. So remember that thing I said about how everybody has a kink? No.
All right.
The hooves, dude. I get
My
it.
kink
I
is
like it.
male.
My
Draenei.
kink is male space goat.
Refrigerator chests.
So back in the day, I was a big StarCraft, Warcraft 3 player, and I was Protoss. I love the Protoss.
Mhm.
And when Draenei were introduced, I was like, I'd already known that they were part of the Broken from Warcraft 3, or like a group of them, because it was explained.
Yes.
Right.
They called themselves the Draenei. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, they look like Protoss.
They do.
They
Absolutely.
look like Protoss before they fully evolved into Protoss. And I was like, I have to play a Protoss in this game. And also the cinematic in BC when they were introduced, and it's that big dude who's like flipping through a book and he looks so peaceful, and then he like closes it and grabs a big ass hammer. I was like, yeah, all right. All right.
Yeah.
I was also
All right,
a paladin
all right.
main at the time. I played a human paladin named Cory with 2 eyes, because it's a Final Fantasy reference. You guys won't get it.
Sure don't.
and I was like, I'm ditching that guy, and I started playing on Exodar, which is the name of their city. I named him after. I'm weird, but that's why I just thought he was super Protoss looking, and I liked the like peaceful yet like, hang on, give me 1 second here.
Right.
Okay, now I'm ready to crush your face. Like I like, you know.
It's really funny you say this, because I have a theory that StarCraft is Warcraft way in the future.
Oh, it is. 100%.
You think so?
The Zerg and all that. There's definitely Protoss. Not Protoss. Void.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
totally the Void.
Yeah.
Like
Do you think that when WoW ends, they're going to be like, introducing World of StarCraft,
The universe of StarCraft.
Space of
There you go.
StarCraft?
Galaxy of Star. Yeah, those are what are the dudes in StarCraft called that they're the ones that are behind the Zerg. I can't remember their names at all now.
I can't either right now.
But that's
I don't
totally
play StarCraft, so
that's totally Void Lords.
Yeah. I think they're actually called like Voidlings or something.
I don't even remember now.
Zerglings. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
I just know Kerrigan.
I just know Kerrigan.
yeah, she's amazing. She's so cool.
But that'd be interesting to tie those lores together if they end up ever doing that.
I'd
But
actually,
Please God, do not.
I would love
do
it.
not do
That'd be
that.
so cool.
No. Mm-mm.
I'd be like, I knew it.
But back to the random question. It was, so that's why you got it. As far as Draenei, I like Draenei, and I like how they've tied them together at this point with all the Chronicles books.
Mm-hmm.
But when they first came out, I was like, "What is this?"
Dude, the
And,
way they run just turns it off for me.
Oh,
They run.
Their run is horrible.
It's so
run
bad.
like
They-
Kronk.
Their animations are terrible. Let's
Their
They run-
dance too, dude. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
They run like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
actually, I think you just improved their running thing. For them, because now, yeah. Wow. That
Yeah.
okay. I need to go rename my Draenei, but yeah. And now they have the Lightforged one with the beard, and
Yeah.
it's so cool looking.
Yeah, I agree. My priest is actually Lightforged Draenei. I love that beard. It looks
Yeah.
so cool.
I'm a little upset that I have to pay $25 to get a beard, but hey, whatever.
Right?
It's fine. Thanks, Allied Races.
Yep.
Thanks, Allied Races. All right, man. Well, Cory, I had a lot of fun. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you for the invite.
Yeah, no problem. If people want to reach out to you to check out your stuff, see your YouTube channel, check out your Twitch, where can they do that?
Twitch.tv/MissildineOnline and YouTube.com/MissildineOnline.
There it is.
There
Do you
it
have any
is.
social media you want to push or anything?
Tweeters, Missildine YT.
Misseldine
All right.
YT.
Missildine
For
YT.
YouTube, for those people out there that don't know what YT is.
Yeah, it stands for YouTube.
Or Yelthuzad. No, I'm just kidding.
Or Yellow Toes.
Or Yellow Toes. It's
Missildine Yellow Toes.
Misseldine.
That's a disease. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember seeing the little commercials about like the nasty fucking
little
like
fungus
frog.
thing?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
crawling up under their
Oh,
toenails.
Yeah,
Oh, that's disgusting.
that's my dad.
Oh,
Oh, man.
shit.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you guys next week.
Laters.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Thank you so much for listening to the episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and even if you didn't, we would love to hear your feedback, which can be sent to cold1podcast@gmail.com or leave us a review on iTunes. It helps us gauge how we can make this podcast better for your enjoyment. If you would like to contact us, you can do that through our email or follow us on social media, which is @Cold1Podcast for Twitter and Facebook. We are now on Spotify as well as most podcast apps in existence, but if you prefer to listen to it online, head on over to our website, actionsperminute.net, for the latest episodes, a link to the APM Network Discord, or to check out any of our APM sponsored streamers. And lastly, if you like what we do, tell your friends and spread the good word. Thank you again, and remember, don't drink and drive.